football. If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Carried by number 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
Number 29.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and 2, Huntley. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From a yard out, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Huntley. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The quarterback takes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on first down. Huntley. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. D. Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Gain of 17 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Number 87.
A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown.
Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And now he's going to use his legs. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 7.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
By the Jets.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Mike 58 right there. Hey, defense, let's go. 25, check 25, check 25.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the... End zone, touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Marr now to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
33. Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Arnold, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing, Brissett. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Brissett. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. There he goes left side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, They're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
Third and 2, Darnold. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
87.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Marr on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Jets 47, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm here all day. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
That's good.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Ready to go, boy. Ready to get it started now.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
53 is the mic. Middle. Pick up the ball.
From the red zone now, Brissett. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To throw is Darnold. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Complete.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Off of play action, Darnold. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Switzer on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check. Lucky.
Darnold from the gun. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 49.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Here we go, son. 58, Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Young lady. Here we go.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. From 3 yards out. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At their own,
you hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a handoff looking right. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
The ball carried
in on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This is out quickly to the right. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walton. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brissett. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Darnold's pass complete to number 29. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
It's a gain of 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. 58's Mike, 58. 58's Mike.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Walton, and he's going to let it go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
So we got man. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold able to connect with Mims. Call it a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
What we got? Check. 53.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
On first down, it's Arnold, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
29-yard line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And how about this, a fake? Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
At the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
A loss of 3 yards brings up 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 31-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Number 29.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jets, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagle.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash. Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me? Whoa, your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the first, I'm a cool dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Yeah, I'm like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, I hit that. Okay, then I hit that. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my fate, cause these guys ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce.